Today I want to share some movies that I found that are very interesting and that carry a lot of interesting ideas. The first one is called Cloud Atlas. It's by famous filmmakers like the Matrix brothers or Tom Twicker, I think is his name, and another one, famous one, so it's a Hollywood movie. And famous actors playing it like Halle Berry or Hugh Grant. And what I love about the movie is that they are different, it plays in different times, and there are also different stories. And the actors, they play different characters in each story. And you see also in the movie how everything is interwoven with each other. Like, for example, someone reads, like from a later time, reads a book that someone wrote in a former time that you see as well. And I love the idea that in this movie that everything is connected and that we are all the same and that it does not matter like which time or which character or like which gender as well or which race we are all the same and everything is interwoven into each other, and that we are also like we appear differently, just our appearances, they appear differently in different lifetimes. So if you're interested in this, I really like it because it's a very new idea. A lot of people, they are not familiar with like different lives or like that we live more than just one life. But I really like that also this movie is made from like famous actors playing it and also famous regisseurs or filmmakers. So they kind of support these ideas, and this is something that I really love because I think it's good to really look for what is there, is there a life afterwards, what could come afterwards. And this is an example of how everything could be connected and how we have so much more than just this one life. This connection idea leads me to another movie that I want to recommend. It's called The Connected Universe, and it's by a physicist. He's called Nassim Haramein, I think. He has like, because we have these ideas like everything is connected or we are all one, and he is measuring this together with other people, because if you know the quantum physics, they find this out a bit, and he is like proving this more and more. And also historically seen, he sees why this idea was not there before or why a lot of people do not believe this. Because it was like this, like Einstein, he explained space and time. And then there was like another group of physicists, they were inspired by him, but also they had another idea which disconnected like the mathematics from the quantum physics. So we learn mathematics and we use this in our daily life, but we never thought that actually mathematically we can explain so much more, like there's so much more behind, like the space, for example. So we could explain quantum physics, and this is also what quantum says. It says like we have 99.9% actually, we are just space. So Haramein, the physicist, he explored the proton, and he sees there's actually 99.9% space in the proton. And he found a way to measure this kind of. He found an equation how you could measure this. Because we in our society, we learn that actually what we feel, what we see, what we perceive, this is all real. This is what we call our reality. But actually the quantum physics says we have so much more behind. It's like actually a force that pushes this information and makes you feel this way. Like, for example, this is a plant you see, or this is like a touch you feel. So this is just information coming from a deeper space, and that this space is in your cells, but also, of course, in the universe, that this whole universe and everything is made out of space. I mean, if we consider like the universe, we see everything is vast and empty and there is so much space. But it's actually not empty because it's filled with information. And this is something that he figured out and also calculated. He uses, for example, the the dynamics of a spin. He says, for example, like in the black hole you see like a big spin. You have like the surface and then everything vanishes. It's like a, yeah, like a storm, you know. But we also have these small phenomenons in, like we see, for example, in a cup of coffee. If you put the milk in, you see like a swirl going. So you see as well that there is like the same dynamic. It's just made clear on the surface, but actually there is like a kind of a quantum or energetic storm inside, like a spiral. And he found a way to measure this and to prove this too. He proved this, and he said that when you have like the surface, for example, the if you have like a black hole, you have like the kind of the galaxy around, and then you have the black hole. He measured the surface and the black hole in the volume, and then he measured the masses of them with the smallest measurement possible or existing in mathematics, which is the Planck unit. And he found an equation on how to measure this, and he found like he puts these the volume and the surface into relation to each other, and then he found like a ratio, and this ratio is the ratio as well that you find in the protons. So this is like a relation, as far as I understood, how everything is connected and how everything, like the smallest but also the biggest, is connected to each other. This is a very interesting movie. I told you some ideas already about it, but you can find a lot of more ideas and a lot more proof, and also more on a physicist level in this movie. So this is why I can really recommend to watch it, and also maybe to have it, because then you have like you can watch it several times, because it takes some time maybe to understand these ideas. It's very important maybe to have like in the society new ideas, like not that we are separated or that we just have like what we perceive as real, but there's so much more, because we can learn so much more from it. Like for example, if you say everything is connected, which like is in the movies, they kind of represent that. And it's also what a lot of spiritual people say actually, then you have to think about how do you want to behave, and also that, for example, all your actions or your thoughts, they have like actually impact on the whole universe, because everything is connected, and everything, like your whole essence, is represented in the universe. So this has impact as well on how we behave, on how we act, for example, towards others, like when we are kind, for example, that is good, you know. So you have to look for yourself, how do you want to live and how do you want to behave towards others, and also that I think it can create like really a good atmosphere if a lot of people connect to good things, you know what I mean? So these were just some ideas for me for the consequences. Yeah, let me know if you've watched the movies and how you like them, and maybe also in what way, I don't know, they inspire you. And yeah, I'm happy to hear from you, and have a beautiful day, and until next time.